I spent fucking hour and a half trying to figure out why I erased it here. It doesn't get erased on the card. I spent like 2 hours on it, right? And I have a lot of things to do. I gotta memorize memory. I gotta study Korean. I got a lot of things to do. I spent 2 hours on this. Finally, I figured that out. I think we're just using too much of our brain for unnecessary stuff, right? Why do I need to learn how to format this? Why do I need to know the schematics, schematics of the phone? Right? I gotta put it in my head, and I always have to have it in my mind. Uh, and probably like a average, you know, person would never find that out, right? I think I think because of that, people are kind of their mind is kind of full with information, right? If I was on normal 50, probably never able to find out why I erased it here. It's not getting erased. It's not working, right? So you have to format it so that the memory card becomes a memory, right? There's a phone and there's a memory, right? So when I format it, the phone stays as a phone and the memory card becomes a memory, right? But if I don't format it, it becomes a phone and a different it's not a memory. It's a phone memory, two phone memories, right? It becomes like that. So unless you know everything about everything in the world, you can't do anything, right? I think maybe that's the that's what uh, people are saying, right? That you know, even me applying for this, right? Applying for this, applying for this, like as if I have to know beforehand before I go there. I have to know about these stuff already before I go there and talk to them, or else they cannot. They won't. Uh, they won't tell me unless I know about it already. So. So if I'm an electrician, I'm an electrician, right? If I'm security guard, I'm security guard. If I'm cook, I'm cook, right? I don't have to be cook, security guard, and electrician. I have to be all three, right? But I think the world is coming to a point where you have to be a cook, electrician, a computer technician, or a phone master. You have to know all that, right? So actually, we're not becoming a society. We're becoming a self. You have to know everything, right? I think we have to create a society. You know, you know, it's much easier if you're a cook just to cook. A cook does not have to know electricity or have to know a phone, right? So I think that's what happened. And it's because the people that knows how to use the phone, they make it. I think I talked about this already. They make it so that if you don't know the phone, you're uh, a loser, right? What about you? If you don't know how to cook, then you're a loser, right? So everybody comes on YouTube and I know how to cook. I know how to cook. I know how to cook. So people come on the YouTube. I know how to use the phone. I know how to use the phone. It's separate, right? Separate. So I spent 2 hours trying to figure out why it doesn't raise why I cannot get the after I erase the video, I should get the full memory back. But I'm not getting the full memory back. So I found out why that's not happening, and 2 hours of what? Nothing. Right? I spent 2 hours doing nothing. Right? So I think even the phone should be just too much headache. It's like everything is too much. You get ads on the phone too now. It's just if you're a cook, you're a cook. If you're electrician, you're electrician. If you're a computer expert, you're a computer expert. If you're a phone expert, you're a phone expert, right? And it should be designed like that, right? Everything should be designed like that. So I know how to make lunch in 10 seconds. Oh, I know. I put it on video. Oh, I made lunch for 10 seconds. You spend $4, $5 buying lunch. I spend 50 cents. I could make my lunch. Ha ha ha! Like that type of society I think we live in. So I think it's very young society, right? It's like very immature and very young society, not not mm, I don't know how would that work. I think maybe the phone is too complex, and even the computer, is too complex. Just too much of unnecessary. So I didn't know how to I didn't know how to do it. So I typed it on the internet. Internet. I have to read this. I have to read this. I have to read that. I have to read this. I have to read this. And who in the hell is gonna, who in the hell, 아줌마 or 아저씨, old people, they're gonna read this and find out what's wrong with it, right? So if the electricity is gone blank, I'm gonna, read about it in the internet and fix it myself. How does that work? Just call the electrician. But if you call the electrician, it's too expensive. So if I learn it on the computer, I could do it myself. Don't pay the electrician. Learn it on the internet and fix it yourself. Right? It doesn't make sense. Maybe the pay is too low. Maybe we should get paid 3 times or 4 times more, and just call the electrician and pay him the $100, right? I pay the electrician $100. He comes here and fixes it, right? So when the electrician doesn't know about the phone, he pays the phone guy $100 and he fixes the phone, right? So if the phone guy, if he's hungry, he just orders the food and eat, right? Instead of uh, buying the food, making the food himself. I think maybe if the pay is more, right? Instead of you getting paid $2,000, if you get paid $4,000, I think maybe rich people live like that. But the poor people, they have to learn it for themselves, but they have to learn how to fix the electricity themselves because they don't have enough money. Maybe the pay is the problem. But what's the difference? If I have $100 extra and I give to the person and I give him $100 and he pays another person $100, he pays another. It just comes back to me again, right? So what's the difference? Everybody worked, everybody did their share, their specialty, their expertise, and what's the difference? Just $100 just went around in circle and just came back. But I didn't have to learn about the phone. I didn't have to learn about electricity. I just stayed in my specialty, right? So I think maybe the next society, something like that, right? You don't have to be, right? You don't have to learn. You don't have to learn everything, right? Maybe that's the problem. That's why maybe our society is just too complex. I learned everything about computer. I learned everything about the phone. I learned everything about electricity. I learned everything about cooking. I learned everything about my car. I learned everything about human body. I learned it just it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I think maybe as I said, I just paid the electrician $100 and he fixes. And the electrician pays the phone guy $100 and he fixes the phone. The phone guy pays the cook $100 and he cooks. And everybody has not only used the money to have the other person do it, but I don't have to have the headache, right? I don't have to learn that stuff unnecessarily. But how many times the light's gonna break? How many times the phone's gonna break? How many times the computer's gonna break? Once a year, twice a year, and I have to learn about it and not forget it. So I think that's the problem in this world.